Well, hello, everybody. You're going to be seeing a lot of me today because all day long, today and tomorrow, we are interviewing graduates of the Front Row CEO program. And if you don't know, first of all, who I am, I'm Jen Lehner. I am a digital marketing and systems strategist, and I help people find their perfect match virtual assistants. A virtual assistant is someone who helps you in your business, but they're not physically in your business. They're somewhere else remotely working in your business. And um, and this is not an agency. So I've had some people emailing me like, do you are you an agency where you provide a virtual assistant to me? No, this is way better because what I do is I give you all the tools that you need to vet people the right way because it is really all about that, right? Like you've got to screen people the right way. So we have a really vigorous process for doing that. I tell you exactly how to do it. I give you all the templates, and then you do it, you find your person, and then what? And then I give you all the templates for that. Like, how do you work with them day to day? How do you create systems? What tasks should you offload? Because we want you to have a virtual assistant that is with you for years, not just weeks or months. Okay. And so, because the program this offer is expiring, what's today, Monday, tomorrow night. And so I want to make sure all your questions are answered. So I just send out one big email to all of the people who have ever completed this program. And I'm like, do you want to talk about like your experience in the program? And all the people who said yes are going to be talking to us today and tomorrow. And so today we have the amazing Char Glatley. Char is an event planner extraordinaire, and she works with businesses big and small to really make those events super special. What do you call it? Creating joyous places and spaces or something?
I should know my tagline: creating joyful events and spaces.
Yes. And if you want to know more about Char, you can go to charglatley.com. So, Char, I'm going to pass the microphone over to you. And I'd love for you to tell us about your journey towards finding your virtual assistant. And you could tell us a little about your business, what it looked like before, and how things look now. Just do your thing.
All righty. I wish I had a microphone. So I've been an event planner owning my own business for 12 years. And then during the pandemic, when events shut down, I pivoted to doing interior styling and decor for clients because everybody was staying home. And my thought was, if I can create a joyful space for people for one night for their events, why can't I do that for them for permanently in their homes? So I came out of the pandemic with two businesses and overwhelmed. And I kept hearing about your program and thinking about it. And finally, I decided to jump in, and it's the best thing I ever did. I don't know where you were 12 years ago, but I wish I had you then.
I don't know where I was either.
I mean, and so I did your program, and my busy season really hit for events in June. So I really tried to get it done and up and running by May so that I could get the process going and be ready for my busy season. And I did your program in March and April, and I found Letty. And I mean, she's like an angel for me. She is so amazing. And what blew me away was going through your program. I felt a little overwhelmed because I thought, oh, all these people are responding. I don't know how I'm going to deal with 60 candidates. This is insane. I don't have time for this. No. But I just kept following all your prompts and all your classes, which, by the way, every question I had in my mind, the next prompt answered it. Like, I cannot believe how you thought through everything and thought through the process to make that finding your VA perfectly done. Like, it was so well organized, and I'm an organizer. I mean, that's what I do for a living. I loved how organized it was. So when I got down to weeding everybody out through your process, and I was like, okay, we're down from 56 or 62 down to 8. And then I interviewed 5, and I was again like, wow, I got 5 great candidates. And you're like, just hold on, go through the trial week, just you wait and see. And again, I threw my belief into your program, and I did the trial week. And within a day, I knew Letty was it. I mean, just night and day. I was like, and I sent you a message and I said, can I just say to everybody else, all the other 4 candidates, bye, because I found Letty? And you said, yeah. And I said, all right. And Letty was it. And I knew it within the first part of the trial week that Letty was my perfect assistant. And she has just blown me away. I mean, for somebody who runs their own business, and what do? I do events. I mean, do I know how to do accounting, social media, all this other stuff? Kind of. Do I spend a lot of time doing it before Letty? Yes. Now I give that all to her, and I can let my creative brain focus on what I need to focus on for events. It's like the styling and the planning, the organizing, and for interior style, I've got time to like logistically plan out how the room should be. And I feel like my event work and interior work has elevated because I'm not so bogged down with all the stuff that, oh, I got to send that invoice. Oh, wait, I need to do that post. Oh, I never even highlighted that before and after. That's all out of my brain. And I kind of ADD. I need to like,
same. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get that out of my head so that my brain can just start getting creative. And Letty takes over all of that stuff so I can really have fun doing what I love to do. So thank you.
Well, can you tell us, that's amazing, Char. Can you tell us, like, people always want to know, like, specifically, the tasks that, I mean, you touched on them, but let's go back to that. Like, specifically, what has she brought into your business? What is she doing inside your business?
So I'll do each business because they're 2 different businesses.
Yeah.
So what I love is I use FreshBooks for all my invoicing and time tracking, and Letty is now the admin of that. So I can send her, we communicate through WhatsApp. I just send her, hey, add this, hey, add that, add 2 hours for this client, add this to that, or I'll email her. And I love that she's managing all the invoicing. I don't have to keep track of that. For events, for example, I have this client that's local, and we needed to find a face painter that was available, a cotton candy maker, a DJ, which I already had my DJ that I love, and a few other vendors. And instead of me sitting down and doing all the sourcing for that, she found them, she weeded them out, who was available, what the price was, because I gave her the budgets. And I said, great, book them. So,
okay, stop.
I mean,
where's Letty in the world? Where is Letty in the world that she was able to vet people in Cleveland, Ohio? Tell me where Letty is.
She's in Dubai.
Where? Okay, so not in Cleveland.
Not in Cleveland.
You can work with anybody anywhere in the world, and she's finding face painters for you in Cleveland, Ohio. I love that so
events. Much. I know, and confirming them and vetting them out and booking them. So all I had to do was, for that, I had to do a budget, and I had to do the dates, and then I said, go. Here's what I need. Find. Yeah.
That is so great. What else? Is she doing her social media?
So she does my social media. I mean, she was so funny when we first worked together. She said, I hope you don't mind, but your social media is terrible. And I said, I know, I really focus on my personal one, but my business one, I don't. And I mean, my business for events, it's been word of mouth for 12 years. So I really do zero marketing. And so when she said that, I was like, I don't take offense, but I totally agree with you. So,
it's great. You probably, and you know, you have a thick skin, so I'm sure you were like,
I was like, you're not wrong.
Well, I personally enjoy your social media, your personal social media for sure. But I get it. Like, she knew there was loads of untapped potential for you, right? Especially,
I mean,
because what you do is so visual, and because it's so experience based, and you have so much before and after, and like, there is so much to showcase from one of your events that you weren't really capitalizing on that. And so that's fantastic.
I mean, she had me download all my photos off of my phone that has 30,000 photos on it. And she said, I bet you have event photos on your phone. And I said, I do. And she goes, well, let's download them so we could use them. She created a content bank that she uses, and she'll be rolling it out. But I thought, oh, that's a great idea. I mean, I have all the before and afters, and I love before any event, she'll say, like, last reminder, don't forget to take before and afters, take video, take content, because I always forget. And I love that she reminds me through the events or through the interior, like, don't forget to do this. So it's hilarious.
So, Char, you mentioned, laughingly, I mean, jokingly, ADD, ADHD, but it's like for real, right? Like,
For sure.
okay. And so I want to talk about that because a lot of people who want to join this program are on the fence about joining it. I know a lot of people are concerned because they feel like their business is all in their head and they know how to do all the things, but the idea of like bringing someone in and making that shift, did you deal with any of that? And if you did, like, how did you work through that?
So people hire, it's kind of interesting. People hire me for my brain.
You got a good brain.
Take a moment. But like, I don't have a facility. I don't have,
Right.
I'm not a caterer. I'm not a crafty person. So people hire me to create whatever it is, whatever their space is or their event is. So what I like is that I get so tussled up here. I told Letty at the very beginning, I said, let me put it this way. You're going to be my boss. Here's what I need to get done. Here's the end result. I need to have this graduation party or this corporate event on this date. You're going to be my boss to keep me on task from here. And so we'll have team meetings and we'll talk through the timeline and everything. But I'll wake up and again, my brain's all like, well, where did I leave off yesterday? And I'll say, Letty, what's on today's agenda? And she tells me, okay, here's where we are. Here's what we need to do. So I like that because she's so organized and I'm so creative brain and she's the organized brain, that she keeps me on task. So I always refer to her as like, okay, boss, what are we doing today? And she giggles about it, but I'm like, no, you kind of are. Like, I like that for somebody with my ADD brain, I like that you keep me on task of, don't forget this. Did you see this email? Let's respond now. Let's do this. Let's do that. I love that.
So I think that is fantastic. There's a lot of people who are like this close to joining the program, but they're like a lot of people. I really find that when they think about hiring a virtual assistant, it feels like kind of overwhelming, that they sort of feel like they have to be 10 steps ahead. And of course, in the program, I show you how to create like these repeat tasks every day so you don't run out of tasks. But still, I mean, for whatever the reason, people are on the fence for lots of different reasons. I guess it would be maybe the investment in the program, the time, feeling like they won't be able to keep up. Which I would like to address that right now. You get to do this at your own pace. You get to do this when this works for you. Like a lot of people right now they just got their kids back to school. There's other things that they wanted to tackle. You can do that. You can do this. You could do this program at your own pace. But my question for you, Char, is for the people who are on the fence, whatever the reason, like about joining this program, what would you say to them?
So I was on the fence, and I think what really helped me think about that, because I don't like to give up control. I thought, oh, I can do it all. Why should I pay? I looked at your list of 160 tasks that a virtual assistant can help you with.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked at that really got my brain flowing of, oh, okay, I can get rid of all of those tasks so I can focus on what I want to focus on. And then bringing Letty on, what amazed me. So here's the thing I would also say. So you can read those tasks and, invoicing, whatever, all that stuff. But the other thing that I thought was amazing is I didn't even know the things that Letty as a virtual assistant could do for me. For example, I didn't have a welcome packet. So when somebody would hire me, I would just say, hey, what time do you want to meet? That's great. Tell me about your business. Well, I don't have a website up right now because I took it down before the pandemic, but I'll get it up at some point. I don't really need it. Well, Letty created a website for me that just launched on Monday. Last Friday. Secondly, she created a welcome packet, which again, I didn't even know I needed. And when she presented me with this draft of one, I was like, what is that? And it was brilliant. And so what I love is it's a packet. It answers all the frequently asked questions. It has all of my rates and everything in it, and it does a great job of weeding out clients that I'm not wasting my time with. So it's a great filter system for me. And then she uses a CRM to keep everybody and all the clients in order so we can do repeat business and have tracking and analytics. Again, what? No, I should be doing this. And she sends me a monthly report of what we've accomplished. And my mind is like, whoa, we did that in a month? I don't even know what I did last week, and we did that in a month. So she's taking my business and automating it and making it just amazing of keeping track of everything.
I absolutely love the month summary of what we've accomplished. Everybody needs to do that. I love that because that's just great for morale. And, because we rarely look back,
Right.
we never look back to be, but God, we all do like heck of a lot. You know what I mean? Like that. I absolutely love that. That's
And the
awesome,
other thing I
Char.
love that she does, again, let's say we have a lull. Let's say I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good about where we are with clients. What's next? She has a running list of projects, again, like automated projects or whatever we need to create. She has a running list of projects. Okay, today let's tackle this that maybe we didn't have time because we have deadlines for clients, but we've got a couple hours. Let's tackle this. And so she has which I could look into. I mean, I just have her keep track of everything on Trello and everywhere else, but she has a running list of projects that then we can tackle that one. And okay, I forgot about that one. I didn't even remember it.
Yeah, that is really just amazing. Well, I know you have a lot that you need to get to, and I don't want to keep you all day, but is there anything that like we should have talked about that we didn't, or anything you want to share that I didn't ask about before we close out?
I would just say, again, I was feeling overwhelmed with how am I going to get to the point of getting help? And your program, like I said, it is so well thought through that there is not one dead end. There's not one problem that you haven't thought through to get through it. So when you feel like, oh, I don't know how this is going to happen, just trust the process. That's all I can tell people is if you're on the fence, jump in and trust the process because like you said, you can do it. I did it. It took me a month because I was, in planning season, but do it at your own pace. And the other thing I thought was really helpful was I teamed up with somebody in my group.
Mhm.
And so she and I would do team meetings to say, did you do this? Because we were, a little like insecure, like, are we doing this right? So we kind of teamed up just to make sure. But I loved having the support from all of you. I liked having the support from other people going through it. I loved that I never felt lost and I always felt supported. And it got me to this great place. So, just do it's taken. So just like, why not? Oh, there we go. Why not?
I love it. That's what your tattoo says, right? Why not?
Says.
Yes.
Just trust the process. It is worth every penny. It is worth every minute you're doing this. You will come out the other side just like a V8 moment, like, why didn't I do this sooner?
Love that. Thank you so much. And I want to point out that, when we do this, like to symbolize that we're talking on the phone, like the kids before flip phones and before like actual phones, they don't do this. They do this. Or when they're talking about a conversation, they're going like this. And so then I said, blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to point out that little micro observation. All right, you guys jump into frontrowceo.com. Go read about all the bonuses that we've added. They're kind of amazing. One of them being that we're going to train your virtual assistant for you. And it all goes away. This offer goes away tomorrow at midnight. So I want you to get in. As Char said, in addition to all of that, there really is a wonderful, supportive community that you're not going to find anywhere else. And the program itself is extremely unique because it's not just another course. This is a real tried and true system. Char, thank you so much. And you guys check out Char at charglatley.com. Bye.
Bye.